Hey, today I'm close to a place called Blessington Lakes, very well known in Ireland and Dublin. And Blessington Lakes aren't actually lakes, they're a reservoir that was flooded in 1940. The River Liffey used to run through the valley. It was called Poulaphouca. It was a flatbed valley, so surveyors decided it was ideal for a reservoir because Dublin was getting bigger. So they dammed it, and the dam also serves to provide some hydroelectricity. But before any of that, when it was just a river going through the valley, there was a waterfall at the end of it, a gorge, because the Liffey would bottleneck into a gorge, and that was called as well Poulaphouca. Poulaphouca means the goblin's hole or the devil's hole, and it was a 3-tier waterfall. Do you like that? Look, I'll do it again. 1, 2, 3. It was a tree. It was a 3-tier waterfall. So at the end of it, just through erosion, there was a large, deep pit, and that's where the Goblin's Hole comes from. Now, Victorian people used to come here. There was actually a steam tram all the way from Dublin, and the steam tram tickets buildings cum station is still at the bridge, which is very cool. But there was a bridge built before any of that, and the waterfall was supposed to be spectacular. It's not so spectacular now because the dam has restricted the water. But there was a viewing platform. Now, there's no photographs from back in the day, obviously, but there is a lithograph. I think there's a couple of lithographs. There's one quite famous one. I think it's in the National Gallery. But it shows a viewing platform. And look at this here. See this? This is the entrance to it. I'll show you the rest now. This is where I love doing things like this, because it's in a way like being in a time machine. I am looking at this and I am imagining, actually look here, this just looks like Earth. But it's not Earth. It's a wall. Look. See? This is a wall. It's just overgrown. So this was full of Victorian people, gentlemen and all their ridiculous finery. And they used to walk down here. I'll show you. To here. And this is the end of it. And they would look here and they would see, I don't even see the bridge at the top. All the foliage, you can't see anything there, with the bridge and the falls all the way down to the Liffey going down here. I will take an almost exact photograph as best as I can, and then put the lithograph up so you can compare both and see what it used to look like. There has been talk about rejuvenating this area. There's a wedding venue back here, and I met a man, and he told me it's been talked about lots of times about just bringing it back to its former splendour, but insurance, falling trees, constant maintenance, no one's willing to take on that. But hey, what can you do? But it's beautiful. Do you know what? Come here in winter now, or early spring, when a lot of the leaves are gone. I'm going to do that. Hey, look at this. What the What's in here? Here is the lithograph I was talking about, with a close-up on the left and the full image on the right. If you look at the left, you'll see the platform of people observing the full, unobscured bridge and waterfall. That's the platform where I am in the video, all overgrown now. You wouldn't recognize it unless you knew it was there. The next photograph is the view today. Well, I was saying to you earlier about the reservoir. There's a couple of urban myths about the reservoir. The most famous one is about the village that's in the bottom of it that was flooded. It's true. There was a village flooded. As far as I know, I think there was 65 families. There was obviously homes. There was a church, a graveyard. The bodies were exhumed and reburied. And contrary to what I'd love to be true, the buildings were actually all demolished. And to this day, people say when there's a drought and the water level goes down, that the church, top of the church steeple can be seen. But unfortunately, I don't believe that's true. Unfortunately, I won't be able to go any further. There's simply no track. But I'm stuck in the rain here. I couldn't think of a nicer place to be stuck. When the rain stops, I think I'll fly the drone so you can get a couple of photographs for you.